as usual. We have a jam-packed show, and what we talk about here is sports. And what the lineup is our regular talk straight down to the midway point, where we have the controversial boss, and I'm sure he has something for us entertaining at the midway point, and then we go straight up to the hour. So we have a 1 hour show today, and at the stadium currently, we have the hot, jam-packed ISA Boys and Girls Championships. But what will take the highlight of our show this evening is the Reggae Boys and our performance early in the week. And we look forward to tomorrow, where we play Panama for the 3rd and 4th playoff place in the CONCACAF Nations League. So before we dive into that, as I said, I mean, we have the Boys and Girls Championships going on at the stadium right now. KC is leading, trying to hold off title contenders JC, and we have Edwin Allen leading the way, trying to hold off Heidel. The prediction sheet would have it that KC should have a victory, and Edwin Allen should hold off Heidel. But I mean, you have to perform and you have to get the points. But I mean, a lot of competition left to play, and trust me, to see these kids go out there and perform every year, even at Chat Mix, to show the talent we have. And I mean, we just proved this year after year where they come with times and performances to show that, hey, we're rich in talent. So, but we leave that later on in the show. At the end of the show, we probably have a point standing for you. But when champs conclude, next week we have a full breakdown of the records, the performances, all the highlights of Boys and Girls Champions, because that is a preparing event. And I'm sure the controversial boss has something to say about the Boys and Girls Championship as well. But as we dive into the show, we start with the Reggae Boys. As we anticipated last week, we were looking forward to our tie against the United States of America in Texas that went on Thursday. And the final score, United States won the match 3-1. But in context, well, and also Mexico defeated Panama 3-0. So tomorrow, we have the United States playing Mexico in the finals at 8:15. And for the 3rd and 4th place, Jamaica plays Panama. Also, to me, is a very important encounter, because the winner of that match gets $500,000 versus the 4th place gets $200K. But not all only about cash. Panama is our rivals in the CONCACAF, and you know we are looking forward to qualifying for this World Cup as.
And they are the next team to play for the World Cup qualifier. Right?
Yeah, so and I mean, Panama and us are going to go to what should be somewhat of an easy qualification.
Should be.
For who qualifies, but it's not easy because we have to play the football, and we see where we have mishaps where people tend to take a break from the sport. Some people get injured.
Precautionary injury.
Some people just decide that they might be bigger than the thing. But that is a story that will unfold later on in the show. But we'll kick things off, Froggy. We're going to break down the USA-Jamaica match where we lost 3-1. The scores in that match, Jamaica went up 1-0 in the first minute. Greg Lay, the cross from Bobby Reed, shot the Americans right off the bat.
That was a lovely goal. That was like a training park goal.
Was that a cross or was that a lob?
That was a cross. That was a cross. When you play football, you know that the trailer should come. You put the ball in position and the man should show up, and he went to the back post and he headed it. And it was a good header. The Jamaicans held off USA for 95 minutes. We conceded an own goal by Corey Burke in the 95th minute. The game went into extra time, where Haji Wright scored a double on each break. 96 minute, Haji Wright. 199 minute, Haji Wright again, where the game ended 3-1. So the Americans defeated the Reggae Boys 3-1. And to break down that match, first, I should say, it was a spirited performance by the Reggae Boys.
Yeah, man, hats off to them. They went out there giving all the mishaps.
Yeah.
Coming into the match, all
the injuries, the suspensions, the hooplas, all the naysayers.
The coach did what he had to do with what he had.
Yes,
at the
with the personnel.
Personals, he played the formation he thinks would get him a result, irrespective of what happened. This is what he was going to play for that particular day. And hats off to them, spirited performance. They went out there, they fought. You saw the heart. The heart was in the team, and it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, trust me, it was. And even when I was watching the match, I was watching the match with a couple of friends, and I was thinking it. And my friend said, "Boy, I see that story already." I said, "Why you have to put that out in the universe?" I think it, but I not say it. And the story is the Americans going to score a late goal because we tried to hold them off. And they did just that. Unfortunately, as I said, it was a flick on from a corner and it met the head of Corberg who reacted and went straight into the back of the net. Andre Blake, I mean...
Didn't stand a chance.
yeah.
There's not much Corberg could have done about that. He went up and that flick was just one of those.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed. And I mean... We held them off until the 95th minute. And I said it was a tough loss, but it was a spirited performance. And given the context of the game, if you look at the stats, yes, USA had, majority, 88% of the ball. They took more shots. But in the context of the game, going up 1-0 early, and as I said, with the personnel out there, we held them off as long as we could. And for 1 minute, even so, I saw where 4 minutes at the time went up, and then I saw 5 minutes afterward. It was 4 minutes we'd be qualified. We'd be having a different story today if Jamaica just held it up. But USA dug deep, they fought as usual, and
I think that the coach played. That was the strategy. Go out there, try to get an early goal, and just see out the match for a point. If you can beat them on the break, catch them on the break. Try to get a second one and then hold them off. Tired legs at the end. Tired legs. And like I said, they fought with their heart, their soul. They wanted this one. They really wanted it. This is probably the one, out of the Caribbean Cup, this is the one thing they wanted to win. We have been so close. We've been to the finals, but a couple of times, semi-finals has been there. Semi-finals is a benchmark. Yeah. So to be at the finals so many times and not win it and be here now, a crippled squad, and the fighting so far and to reach within even so
before we break down even the play on the field, we have to start from the coaching staff. I have to give credit to Coach Halgrimson. Yeah. Because even so, as I said, with the personnel hand and even the formation and the shift of the players on the pitch, you can see where he gave it some thought, and even to how we play, the guys weren't just out there. Play to a system, try to catch him on the break. Ronaldo Cephas, oh gosh, that one-on-one, that breakaway where I thought that could have polished off the game, and if he had scored that, we'd be having a different story here, but that's not how it unfolded. And we are speaking about how it unfolded and starting from even the lineup. First,
Andre Blake.
Name the lineup, as I said, Freddie.
Andre Blake, Latibody, Michael Hector, David Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Casey Palmer, Lembi Kisa. Ronaldo Cephas, Jamal Lowe, and Bobby Reed.
Yeah. I even saw, I don't see anything wrong with the starting lineup, first of all, with due to injuries, as I said, with the likes of Demar Gray and Shamari Nicholson.
Mikel
Antonio at the last minute could make it. Just recovering from injuries. Still not fully fit. But even so, I saw where even Damian Lowe got his wish, playing higher up the field, playing in the midfield, more of a defensive role, but to me, all over the park. And where he lacks skill, he definitely has tenacity. And you can see where him leave everything on the field. From even the first half where he looked jaded and a bit winded, him still go out there and run in the second half. And to me, that performance embodies the spirit of what Jamaica should go out there. The Jamaicans should go out there and do. Even so, the skill of players where, should be more attacking and all of that. But you play a role, you go out there and you leave it on the field. Starting from the back line, Latibody played mostly a defensive midfield for Jamaica. Played at a centre-back position. We feel it more of a three-prong centre-back position with Latibody, Hector, experienced Michael Hector, and to me, Deshaun Bernard, which to me should always be in the starting lineup once fit. Deshaun Bernard is a wonderful find and should be in the squad. And as I said, one of the better defenders in the team. Latibody made some key defensive plays, especially early on where the Americans seem to. I remember one position where Pulisic, as him control the ball, Latibody right there. And to me, I thought he was even a slower player where what him doing there. Pulisic going to run him to the ground, but him stand up and him play. And he even more comfortable to play beside Casey Palmer where they play both together in the midfield for their same club. But with Michael Hector, I said that back line.
I think the experience of Michael Hector really embodied that backline, brought them together and said, hey, this is how we're going to do it.
Andre Blake, we know, big keeper in the goal. I see a play where come across, and Michael Lecter to buck out the ball. I'm going to see him just go to and duck. And the keeper call for it and him just trust him keeper. To me, I wouldn't do that, but that for sure him experience. And I mean, when you have that experience in front of you with the captain in the goal, as a big keeper, Andre Blake, I mean, the Americans found it hard to score. And look how them score, a own goal. We have the Americans on their back foot, even though, as I said, with the context of the game, once we score early, that was always going to be how the game played out, where we sit back, we defend, and try to hit them on the counter.
If you even look at the formation itself, even though we started out with 3 backline, we had Lembesika and Gregory playing basically wing back. So they're supporting the defense and supporting the midfield at the same time. So even when the US are coming at us, midfield is clustered. And when they're coming back at the back line is clustered again. And you're coming back again, the midfield again is right there. Damon Lowe being the enforcer, he's cleaning up. Yeah, man. He's cleaning up everything and he's putting the heart in the team.
Even I watching the game, I said this game not finished and Damon Lowe don't get a yellow card. That is for sure. And I said the man play. Yeah, you got one for sure. I could bet that to the bookie. That is for sure. Because you know him going to tackle hard and that is in his tenacity. And where him lack skill, trust me, make it up with that tenacious spirit. And a man just tackle him and everywhere on the pitch. One of the times like the referee, the man want to tackle.
But when look at it, the coach said it himself. The coach would already come out and say, boy, Damien Lowe, that guy is a fighter.
Yeah, man.
He's a fighter. He gave me everything. And that shows up.
But before we even move to Damien Lowe, as I said, more so on the wing backs. I was impressed with both wing backs. Lemmy Kisa, Greg Glay again. I mean, with the goal. Not only with the goal, but with him defensive cover. Even you see the play, when it switch, him moving, give same time closer to the centre backs, give more cover. Because we have to compact the middle of the field and send them out wide. So we played to strategy. As Peter might don't like the strategy because I know Peter say, oh, defensive football, you can't win. But I mean, it's tactics and with the personnel and going into the lines then of America, I mean, we almost snatch that one love victory.
It's just all about you play compact, stifle them, catch them on the rebound because they will attack it and they will be left open. And we got the chance.
And I think we're comfortable with that. Looking forward to even the Panama match tomorrow, we may feel a different 11, but with that 3-prong centre-back defensive line, plus those 2 centre-backs, I think Lembikisa and Gregory are staples in the side.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see much people coming in to usurp them in their position, but yet still competition is good. And when you have competition, you see him to rise and play even better. But yet still those 2 wing-backs played well.
So the question I'll ask now, Damien Lowe.
Where does Damien Lowe play now? To the centre of the park we go. Damien Lowe, Casey Palmer. Damien Lowe with that performance.
Second match straight.
Yeah.
The coach in Canada put me in the midfield.
Yeah.
And the coach put him in the midfield. I know he started.
And break up players higher the pitch. We can get position and try hit them on the counter versus hitting them on the counter deeper.
And the partnership with Casey Palmer might work.
And I think he probably can grow into the position more. Make more final telling passes. As I said, it's not so his strongest suit, where his skill set, as I said, that decisive. Pass, he can pass the ball, but yet still, I mean, he's more of a enforcer, you know. But I think he can be pushed into that position.
When it comes to Jamaica, we have been asking the passing game for Jamaica is not there, and it was evident in this match. The passing game in the middle was not there, but what we had in this game, we had workhorses, Lembesika, Gregory, Damien Lowe, Casey Palmer, and Bobby Reed. These guys are all working in the middle of the field. They're covering each other and they're coming back and covering the back line. And I think that played a pivotal role in the game itself because USA could not break us down so easily. They got through, you know. But because we had so many men working there, they're just working on in the middle of the park. It gave them some, they didn't know what to think about. I think it basically catch a coach off guard because they were preparing to see Leon Bailey and all the name stars coming up and they didn't.
Yeah, I mean, they probably did their research and know that, hey, we're going to come out with more of a defensive mindset. But as I said, with these workhorses in the field, I mean, Casey Palmer had a decent game, yes, but Damien Lowe, I think, has a future and has a position in that defensive midfield role. I mean, yes, we might look to say every game we might give away a card or so, but yet still I think he can be polished more into that position where,
Yeah.
try stay away from that yellow card. Make that telling pass. Because, I mean, there are great areas to his game, but yet still, as I said, with that tenacity, I don't see him coming off the bench. Because we have, I would say, better skill centre-backs with the likes of even Richard King to come into play. I said Bernard, to me, is a staple in the team. With Ethan Pinnock to return from injured, with that experience, he could. We're not short on talent in centre back, and we're used to Damien Lowe playing in that centre back position. But with that tenacious player, especially in the middle of the park to break up plays, I think if he polish his game more, I mean, stay away from the yellow cards. When he get the ball, let it off to a Demario Gray. Let it off a short pass. Don't try even go for that long pass. If you see it, you can go for it. But with the likes of Bobby Real dropping back more, I say with the Demario Gray, if he can break up play more in the middle of the park, I see a brighter future for Jamaica. And I said, even looking forward to the match tomorrow. I mean, we're punching with the heavyweights. USA and Mexico. We beat Canada the other day. Yeah. Canada is a top team in the region again. So we're right there, and we want that breakthrough. And I think it's the time has passed for excuses. We need to start beating America. We can't accept these things. Yes, it's a spirited performance. Going forward, we need to beat them team.
But I remember I said it a couple of weeks ago, that when you look at the talent pool that where America is pulling their talent, Mexico, Canada, and Jamaica, we're basically pulling the talents of the same set of leagues within the same league bracket itself. So why are we not defeating these teams? What is the difference? And I think I have to really...
The difference is an own goal in the 95th minute. That was the difference in the match, an own goal in 95th minute. Because I said the story would be different right now. We'd be saying, hey, Coach Grimmy, hey, One Love, hey, come in and say, Peter, hey, look at that. Because Peter had USA within 4 love or thereabouts.
Yeah, about 7 love.
About 7 love thereabouts. And now, I mean,
but like I said,
with the scoreline isn't reflective of the whole, man.
Because once you score early, it will going to be an uphill task on there. Because they're going to come at us. But that's first half.
I think it's more of an uphill task for the Americans, because the Americans found it tough. And I said, with that backline, with that experience, with that skill level, plus Andre Blake is a big keeper. Andre Blake, to me, is one of the best keepers in the region.
Yeah, he's probably the best.
Yeah, apart from Navas, which is in the twilight of his career, but still a big keeper. And I mean, as I said, starting from there, coming up, because we're moving up the pitch, centre back positions, we're deep in it. We're deep. As I said, Pinnock, Michael Lecter. Bernard. I think that's Latibodir played there well. I mean, Richard King, to me, isn't a slouch as well. Damien Lowe, that is his normal position, even though he's moved further up the park, and I think he can find a position in and around that midfield to even protect the centre backs, as I said. But him even way up. I see him make tackle way up the pitch, which is good. I don't want that. And when him do, him track back. When I tell him did look, I mean,
I said, because
tired of me, I said, boy, I wonder if him can manage the second half. And second half, him did the same thing.
Because when I look at it,
and I see a post before the match, Damien Lowe himself. When he said we love Jamaica or we love our country, I don't know if that's a dig at anything else, but I don't know. But the man play with him heart on his sleeve, yeah, man. And I love that.
Because I remember an interview with JFF and they were discussing some stuff, and he said that, listen, if it was to me, I play for Jamaica for little and nothing. Because I play with my passion, I love my country, my heart, but now I do this to money, I want to play.
Yeah.
And that is just him. And if you can look at even his father.
Oh, the Americans.
His father played with the same heart.
The Americans were frustrated, man. And Damien Lowe was everywhere. And I said Casey Palmer had a decent game as well. Gave away the ball a few times in the middle of the park. Not to my liking, but overall, I mean, he gave cover and tried to make that pass, but yet still, I mean, he can improve. Yeah, I said a decent game.
It's not the best performance, but it was effective enough.
Yeah, a decent game.
It's what we needed.
A decent game.
Time.
A decent game.
We can afford. We can't own up ourselves. What are we doing? Lose. I mean,
I said, apart from giving him a few balls in the middle of the park, he gave defensive call, because I said most of the game we were defensive. And I mean, you have to give that protection. And even, as I said, make tackles higher up the park. Moving further up the park now, Bobby Reid. I mean, Bobby Reid is a next one that should be credited with his work rate. Yes, Bobby Reid, we know the occasional stunner. I mean, I know Peter don't really fancy Bobby Reid, but even so, Bobby Reed with the assist. Bobby Reed got an assist again in this game. But even so, I see where in the game, when you look at Bobby Reed, I make the tackle on wingback position.
Because we need it.
And Lembekista cut in. And when you look, Bobby Reed, they on attack again. Bobby Reed in the center of the park. Bobby Reed work rate.
Everybody was working.
I mean, some people who were missing in the game, we talk about that later again based on other reasons. Don't give that defensive cover. Don't give that defensive cover.
Peter used to question why Bobby Reed was in the team.
Bobby Reed gives that defensive
Bobby
cover.
Is a hard-working person, and we need hard workers.
When we do have the ball, we need persons to work off the ball. Some people when they play, they wait. Okay, Damian Lowe break up the play. Them ready for the ball. When we do have the ball, you have to work. You're not only say you have to necessarily go into crunching tackles, but yet still provide a shadow. If somebody has the ball, you have to provide a shadow, make the player think about the play. But when you just can roam free and just play where that person doesn't give that defensive cover, we're all right. You know, when you play a ball and a man say, man on, what happened to you?
You have to look same time.
You have to look same time.
You have to look.
Yeah.
You have to look and say, win.
Yeah.
And you put a guard up.
So Bobby Reed is that man where he gives that cover. I understand. So Bobby Reed, again, had a decent game as well. And we move more up the park now. Jamal Lowe and Ronaldo Cephas. Give me your take on their performances and their ratings for the game.
They did what they had to do.
Yes, I see where they switch up play. They switch up the play. One out wide, one playing more in a striker position, and then they switch one more wide.
Cephas now was the man that was tasked to attack.
Yeah.
His speed was trouble for the US. He was giving them problems the entire match. And like I said, that one-on-one.
Yeah, that could have sealed the game.
And that would have, just as how that own goal deflated us at the end. And it should have just been like, that is it, because to score there. But if Cephas had scored that one-on-one.
Yeah, the game different.
Yeah, man, US will be down, man.
Yeah, done.
They're not going to try it. That is down and out. I wouldn't even think we'll see 90 plus 4 or 90 plus 5 on the back. So 90 plus 1.
Yeah, the game would definitely play out different.
And Jamal Lowe afforded to give him the space to move because his speed was there. So whatever he moves, Jamal Lowe is right there.
And I said with the personnel that we had, at hand, with the likes of, I said, Shamar Nicholson out, Demar Gray out, more seasoned campaigners, players that have more caps and more minutes on the field for Jamaica. Cephas and Lowe,
and guess what?
You have to give them credit for going out there and working hard. Cephas should have finished off that one-on-one, but out there playing, it's not as easy as it looks. Yeah. He tried to pick a corner. He basically kicked it to the keeper's arm.
And guess what?
That could have sealed off the game, but him will and come again, and him still a work hard and him a run.
And he will, because
I see him cut in early in the first half too, and could have scored next one early in the game. And I said, Cephas a work. And with more opportunities out there and playing time, and if he keeps that hunger, because some people not hungry for it, Some people not hungry to play for the national team and feel entitled.
That's what I said. With this performance, he's basically proving to the court, so you need to have.
Hopefully, maybe a Kaim Dixon can feature more tomorrow. I know Peter probably.
Peter
But as I said, the hungry players, people who work and go out there and work for the country.
But even with Kaim Dixon, he came on and he worked.
In the extra time when the game was. But to feature more of more of a cameo, it's like say 25 minutes or 20 minutes when you come on the pitch with the game, But even so, looking forward to tomorrow, as I said, we touch on each player and their performances. Looking forward to tomorrow, Panama. I see the likes of Demar Gray and Shamar Nicholson returning to the fray. And I think that to get a win tomorrow, we lift the lads' spirit high, the coach spirit high, as we look forward to World Cup qualifying and Copa America, because Copa America is later on in there. And we have a lot of football to play for the rest of the year. Trust me, this match is heartbreaking, but I see more positives than negatives in the match, especially with the hoopla coming into the match. And we're thinking about that. I see where Algrimson of the core seem to be, laying out tactics, know the personnel.
Beat Pan Grimmy.
Yeah, man, you beat Pan Grimmy harder now. Me beat Pan Grimmy.
We just give a look at, if take off a one beat, take off
a one lashing.
Take off a one lash and say, him trying, improving himself now. He's showing that, hey, give me a group where I can work with, and I give you results. And he's giving.
A spirited performance. But looking forward to the match tomorrow. I will ask Peter later on in the show. I mean, probably right after sports commentary. He'll probably give it in his sports commentary. A prediction of the match tomorrow, Jamaica versus Panama.
2-1.
2-1 Jamaica.
2-1 Jamaica.
I side with you. 2-1 Jamaica. 2-1. Hopefully, Kyle Dixon can get on the score sheet, and next week,
Damon Lowe with a telling assist.
I telling true pass like Kevin De Bruyne, because sometimes Damon Lowe think him a KDB, but I say him can get with that because him work rate on and off the ball is.
I think they're going to go out there tomorrow. They're going to go there to prove
I think we're going 2-1. I think we're going 2-1. Hopefully we can keep a clean sheet. I don't like conceding. And we held out the Americans. I don't see why we can't hold up Panama. 2-0. A goal and in each half. 2-0. I switch my prediction. Me, I can't have the same prediction. I say me the shrub, My predictions are unique. That's what they call me, the shrub. But 2-0. And I mean, we're going to look forward to, I said, the Copa America and World Cup qualifying later on. But I said, hopefully them are agree. Shamar Nicholson
just make a difference. I think they will. I think they will lift the spirits of the guys because they say, hey, guys, do it.
And those two more of a green light to be offensive. That's why, as I said, with the likes of Bobby Reed, they serve the purpose where he gives that cover and yet still he attacks.
But them are agree run back,
Yeah, him try back.
Give your work.
Yeah, man. So it will be key to note the person that go there tomorrow. I said it's not the full strength squad. Some due to injuries, some due to, mental issues and physical issues. So, we'll look forward to that match. And that match tomorrow, Jamaica versus Panama, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. So we're looking forward to that match tomorrow. As I said, USA and Mexico play the final of the CONCACAF Nation League at 8:15. Yes. My prediction for that match is Mexico. Well, Mexico 1-0. 2-0?
Mexico 2.
Mexico 2. Mexico 2. Everything 2-1. You play it safe.
2-1.
Mexico. Yeah, that's how. Yeah, but I'm going with 1-0. I'm going with Mexico 1-0, and I said, the coach safe. Coach Grimm is safe. I think him safe. I think him safe for now, because with that performance, I said, but we can't make Panama man angle, because I remember them throw tap on the bus. National Stadium when Panama destroyed our 3-0. Yeah. That was when everything was in turmoil and all of that. But no, throw Tapper under the bus. Tapper on the bus. Remember that was probably the last nail in Tapper coffin where he didn't have the full support of everybody around him. So I remember that match against Panama. But a time now, man. We're better than Panama. We have the personnel. A yardman time now, man. Yardman time, and we need to
at this point in time, I think we're at a point where we're supposed to be beating Mexico and US. More so US.
Yeah.
Because Mexico is a tricky little time. But we're at a point where we're coming too close. But
we don't even want to get out of ourselves, not because we beat Canada. Canada is still a top team in our region with the likes of Panama, but we have to do the business on the field. This heartbreak thing, a time for them thing that done. Our reggae boys time now, and as I said, who hungry and who want to go out there and play?
Been saying it long time.
We work with them set of people there. You understand? No matter if you're a star, no matter if
you're moon, or you're sun, if you're shine the light,
if
you don't want to play.
You are shine light, yes, or light and shine, that's all. Reggae boys, and we have a full support. Because the fans, we have fans that say a lot of things and naysayers, criticism, but that goes with a part of being a national representative. From a superstar to a youngster coming up like Lembe Kisa, or a foreign-based player like Mikel Antonio, where we expect goals.
Lembe Kisa a superstar?
No, I'm just saying, whether you're a superstar or a youngster coming up, or a veteran like Mikel Antonio who is seasoned and we expect all these bad goals, you will all get criticized, and that's a part of the sport and part of you going out there. But the thing is, you have to shut out that noise, and you have to go out there and play. And say, yo, we support and we want good for you, and say you want to do it too. But avoid the noise sometime and shut it out and go out there go play football. That's why, as I say, people like Damon Lowe, where they lack skill and have the tenacity, can always go out there win the 11. They have the 5. Andre Blake, captain, he didn't do thing. My collector seasons veteran, star, and one star. We go there and play semi. But hey, we reach a midway point now. And this is what more here. I think this should have started the show, you know.
Yeah.
The controversy boss. All right, but at that time, controversy boss, take it away.
Greetings. We're very mismatched in colors today. So I would like to know what on earth inspired you to wear a purple shirt to Primal today. Despite getting the memo, you know.
No, you seen that is champ Saturday, you know. You guys can't tell me to wear blue on a champ Saturday on the
You're repping for
premise.
Kingston College. So
Every day.
You have some amount of bias.
Every day,
towards
twice on
Okay,
champ
well, I
Saturday.
understand that. So explain the
Same.
rose pink color.
Purple.
Yeah, that's
Rose
also
purple.
That's a purple. Yeah.
Rose purple.
That's what you
Yeah.
call a flanker, a dive, a kind of. Well, coincidentally, my school is a blue school. So just so you know, that I don't know how well we'll do at champs, but you know, so the word of the day, word number one of the day, hubris. Hubris. What is hubris? Hubris is come from the Greek word mean excessive pride. It means when you violate the boundaries. It comes from Greek, and you're punished by the gods for exhibiting the crime of hubris. Now there was a individual named Icarus, who he had some wings on, and he glued them together with wax, and he was told not to fly too close to the sun. I think it was Daedalus that told him not to fly, and Icarus flew up close to the sun, and after a while him say, yeah man, I have the hang of this thing. I'm going closer and closer to the sun, and eventually he flew so close to the sun that the wings melted and he dropped into the sea, and I think he drowned. But hubris is a crime. It's a crime when you get so proud that you become arrogant and you feel you're too big for your wings. And I remember when the reggae girls got to the 16, you know, because normally you get to the 16, you know, it's a good thing. But them start to talk the talk, you know what I mean? And I think that after that, they probably flew a bit too close to the sun, because right after that, the reggae girls, you know, they put themselves in a position where they're making demands and talking badly of the people that got them there, or some people that somehow got them there. And they got themselves into trouble as a result. And just the other day, another player, star baller, said that, you know, yeah, and that star baller he's had a good season for Aston Villa. He's had about 6 or 7 good matches where he's showed potential. But I think that him probably think him reached too close already, because I make some statements, you know, and I hear him say in the interview that him is not no normal baller like the rest of the Jamaican team. Him said that people come to the matches not to watch Jamaica play. They come to watch him play. He's the one who shine a light on the national team. So in other words, all the time I go in stadium, I thought I was going to watch Jamaica play. I never realized that there's this superstar that we're all going there to play. The man also said the team can't give him no exposure, bro. And him said, bro, the team can't give him no exposure. The team can't get Real Madrid to look on him, right? And all these kind of things. Now, you know, if you're good enough, Real Madrid will find you know. You can tell you one thing about football. If there's a youth on a beach somewhere in Brazil, or in the Congo, or Japan,
Liberia.
and that man is playing, or Liberia, we all know it. You know, Ronaldo come from an island named off the coast of Spain. Ronaldo don't come from of Portugal. I think it's Mallorca, Madeira him come from, you know. Anyway you're there, if he's a great baller, you will be found. So Leon Bailey is not on Real Madrid, not because Jamaica not shine a light for him. If he was good enough, Real Madrid would have come and gotten it, right? The man said that he made a number of statements that didn't sit well with me. He said that, boy, Jamaica not doing nothing for him, not paying him, and Jamaica not booking the right kind of flights for him to come back on the right level of thing. And you know what's funny? The JFF released the tickets to show you that the man, there's no 3-stop flight from London. You know, the man is talking about 3-stop flight, sharing hotel room with man and all this kind of thing. Yeah, and I think that him tell you that the coach check with him. The coach respects him, and yet, you know, he was supposed to have agreed with the coach that this situation is untenable. We are going out and all this kind of thing, and you know, he had agreed to abide by the rules like everybody else and made a decision that him bigger than Jamaica, right? Now, the next word, my friend, Kane, is oxymoron. That's when you have two terms together that contradict each other. This term of, I want to ask you, Fraggy, this. When you get that little break, is it an international window or an international break? Which one it is? Because I've noticed you keep referring to it as an international break, right? It's not an international break. It's an international window. You get the time to play an international match. Many football players think that this time is a time for them to catch a break. Some man might say, I'm have an injury, so I'm going to take a break. A man might say, him get a break, so I'm going to go some party, and all this kind of thing. As a matter of fact, this issue with stars and curfews, you know, it could well be that sometimes people don't perform well because they don't realize they're playing in an international window. They've gotten a break. You understand? And rumor have it, or the grapevine have it, that many times these players who are out on the international window, who get the time for play, they're out partying. And it shows on the field. It shows on the field. I'm not singling out Leon. Actually, let me single out Leon. People see Leon outer road, right?
Road
I remember
Africa.
one night, you know, West Indies was supposed to play, I think it's South Africa in Sabina Park. And I was on the town that Friday night. And I was on the town and I saw big Brian Lara, big, what's the name? The Guyanese one. Not Shonda Paul, the other one. And I saw these guys out
Carl
on the
Hooper.
town. It wasn't Carl Hooper, man, the Indian guy, man. He was
Ram
Naresh, yes.
Trini.
And they were all out, right? And I'm saying, what's going to happen? West Indies never even last the first few hours against South Africa. They were out too late, right? And that's what happened with us in the Caribbean, many of us in the Caribbean, and especially Jamaica. We don't know that party time, the party now run away now. You will come back and find the party going on, the party waiting for you, right? So this thing, I preached a sermon about 6 months ago. The sermon was on Primal, Am I My Brother's Keeper? You remember the sermon that came? Yeah. And it's saying to you, I remember, and I repeat it. One time I was playing Caribbean Champs in Barbados, and we went out. And one of the Farley brothers was trying to get in. And the man say, I'm not letting you in, boss. You have table tennis tomorrow. And I'm saying, I wish Jamaica did that when Leon is out on the town. Some people need to say, boss, big match tomorrow, man. Come back tomorrow night after you ball the man them. You know what I mean? I think that's something that we need to do. Because this was an important match against the USA. All of us will agree. And let me tell you something. I personally feel the way in which we lost the match. We scored a free goal. To me, I hear you talking about cross. To me, it was a lob. It was a mad lob that Bobby Reed kicked over anything. And a man out of nowhere made a charging header and put it in the goal. It was frightening. In the first 30 seconds. Nobody expects somebody to overlap so far to come and score that header. And it was a flux. And then guess what we tried to do after that? For 93 minutes, we tried to play, pack the defense and kick out the ball, football. Have you ever seen that win a football match? Have you ever seen it win a football? I remember Reggae Girls versus probably France or Brazil. And it was a similar match where we have 9, 10 players in the defensive box trying to just clear out the ball. That's not football, man. That's inferiority. That's an admission that your opponent is so much better than you, that all you're doing is kicking out the ball, hoping for time. I hear the Primal host crying about clock reset and all this kind of thing. Why? If you're doing well, you killing people and you take ball and you think that. The ball control was a real problem for me. 80. 9% versus 11% ball possession. Can you win a football match with 11% ball possession?
Yes.
The most of that possession to me was when Andre Blake hold the ball and lie down on it. and that was all the possession we had. I did not see a defender get the ball, pass it back, clear up the space, and then move the ball out. It did not happen once. Hallgrims to say the man them go to the long ball too often. Long ball to who? There was nobody in the opposing half most of the time. It was really shambolic. And I'll tell you guys something. At 88 minutes of the game, when Jamaica was up 1-0, I expected USA to win. I did. As Kane said, we've seen this movie before. How much time we see this movie? You cannot win a football match that way. And so I have to take out some brickbacks for the coach. The coach should have said, gentlemen, play some normal ball. Try score a 1 goal. We caught them on the break one time, but our Cephas was so frightened that he couldn't keep his cool.
I don't think it's right.
All right. Well, let's move on. Best player for Jamaica, that's Cephas youth. Him look like a man among mice. You know, he's the only Jamaican who would take it to them. You know, I like the idea of taking it to them. I come from a fighting group, fighting team. Any team I'm on is a fighting team. Sharks, you know what I mean? Jamaica is a fighting team. You agree?
I agree.
I don't like to play in a league team where I'm the strongest player. Well, usually any team in Jamaica, I'm the strongest player. But my point is, when I'm on a team, I want a challenge, right? Why Jamaica never step up to the challenge? Why we couldn't? Are they so much better than us? Are they eating better food than us? Sleeping better than us? They're sleeping better than us, especially Leon Bailey. He's not getting much sleep, it seems. But Jamaica need, like man, carry the ball. Me love that pride. I remember the first time I saw Nigeria play, and the man name was carrying the ball like big man. You know, a man skill wise, no man. It's a shame. I feel mentally scarred from that defeat that we lost. I think we gave it up. It's almost like we think they're better than us. And that don't work for me. So I said, Cephas look good. Believe it or not, Bobby Reed looked good. Bobby Reed looked good. I couldn't believe it. Bobby Reed showed skill. He showed patience. He made critical passes, even more critical tackles. You agree?
I agree.
And guess what? Surprise, surprise. Kaheem Dixon only gets a small little role to play. But what I saw is the only man who tried to pressure the Americans when they were in possession. Bobby Reed, Kaheem Dixon, every time he got a chance to run at a man, he ran at the man. And what do you think that did? It created pressure. The US, other than Kaheem, when the US had the ball, nobody was rushing at them. We just drawing back, withdrawing. Nah, man. We outnumber them in the defensive third, and yet we're running off from them. Them can't block like we.
Yeah.
Them can't control like we. So where are we running from them? Jamaica, if you don't need me, if you think I should coach a team, I would volunteer, because our guy Algrimson never looked like him have no ideas.
Can't pay, you know?
I don't think, I don't think I could pay him. But Kaheem looked the part, with one small exception. He got a breakaway on the right side and tried to make a kick. It was too urgent. And him snap at the ball and kick it straight to the keeper. You agree that was the only flaw he made. However, I would love to see this youth get a start. I'd love to see him get a start, because I believe that he thinks he's good. Right? And him show confidence. Confidence is everything.
Yes.
Many of the people who play table tennis in Jamaica, I'm not as good as them, you know. I'm just more confident. Yeah. I'm more assured. Yes. I'm more
the rest of those guys, you know?
Yeah, the rest of those guys. Anyway, is Jamaica such a great team to play for? Bailey Kadamateri, who was faced with a choice. You could play for big Jamaica, or you can play for England under 19 or some little thing there. And guess what? He appears to have made his choice. Kadamateri turned up against Malta for England, which means
Morocco.
Was it?
I think it's
Morocco. I'm sorry, Morocco. Thanks again. But Kadamateri appears to have made his choice and chosen to play for England, much like a lot of people, you know. Given a choice, everybody will choose to play for England. And we'll talk about that another time. On table tennis, I need to welcome back my colleague, Kanak Jah, who served a sentence, a mandatory sentence of, I think, about 2 years for missing some tests and all these kind of things. Kanak is the most talented player this side of the world. Kane, you will agree?
Yeah.
At least North America side. And it's good to see Kanak back in the game. Welcome back, champ. No, champs. How can champs be charging so much money for a ticket, my lord? How do people watch athletics? 20,000 for a season ticket, 7,500. You need to be a fairly wealthy person to even watch champs. I think the ISA people need to get it together. I think the stadium must be packed every day of champs, right? And it really is shambolic that we have turned our championships into a money machine as usual, where some people make money and some don't. I don't like it. Now, the next thing, can the girl on Sportsmax, there's a lady who's, what's her name? The girl on, I don't remember her name. One of the hosts on Sportsmax. I think she's from Trinidad. But can she learn to pronounce the letter E? Every time she's saying something is parliament, pavement, and all that, testament and all that. I would love if she could just say testament, parliament, intelligent. I know it's sophisticated, but I find it very irritating. Last thing on thing there, plane crash with some ugly people. Pure ugly people in the plane. And they crashed and went to the father. I told a joke last week. People said so the plane crashed with some very ugly people, and they when on their way to the pearly gates, the Lord said to the people and said, "Boy, I'm gonna send you guys back, because it really is sad. You've lived a hard life, and what would you like me to do for you? I grant you each one wish and send you back." So 10 people, and first person say, "Lord, I'm born ugly. I'd like to be good looking," and Jesus said, "Okay, I'll send you back, good looking." The second person comes, same kind of good looking. So all of a sudden, as everybody come and want to go back in life as a good looking person, there's a man laughing at the back. By about the fifth person, "Lord, I'd like to be handsome or pretty," and the Lord said, "You come back as pretty man," and send them on their way. And then when they reach to the last one, Jesus said, Why you laughing every time I think there? But what is your last wish anyway? And the man said, "Boy, my last wish is that you make them all back ugly." And that's sports commentary. What say you?
Be careful what you wish for. That was sports commentary with the controversial boss himself. I tell you, I know he's gonna leave us with something as usual. And do remember now the phone lines are now open. 1-876-552-7406, and that's via WhatsApp only. I repeat the number again, 1-876
552-7406.
and that's via WhatsApp only. All right, now I said Peter gave his take on, the Reggae Boys versus USA, and an interesting take. I think yes, we can play more attacking football after them no more than we. But given the context of the game, I think that tactically we play the way we play, but the result didn't end in our favor regardless. But yes, we can be more, initiative in attacks. And I said with the players, as I said, Kaim Dixon came on with that cameo, and I think with the likes of his pressing, players can bring that. But as I said, look forward to the Jamaica Panama match tomorrow, and I expect more of that. If we play and Panama have 89% of the ball and we have 11% of the ball,
Grimmy in trouble.
I have a question.
Yeah. Go ahead,
What do
Pete.
you think was the original plan before the first goal scored?
Score early and then counter. And then hold them
You
off.
were saying it was a plan to score.
Yeah, man, score early. But I think that even so, next week we'll break down the Jamaica Panama match. And guys, even so, watch the match. Tune in.
Yeah.
Find a way for it, because I'm in these groups and I converse with people. People know how to Primal. Primal is out there, people. And they know that I'm a sports personnel. And I love sports and I watch sports. But how am I to have a conversation with somebody who doesn't watch much, or don't even do it personnel, or who plays where? But yet still, Jamaica what this, Jamaica this. I say, it's within context. 89%, 11%, watch your match. And touching on Liam Bailey now, I have conversation with people about Liam Bailey and what he said. How many persons out there watch the full interview? Most persons we're Primal. So things out there, we're going to watch it. That's why we watch and bring our take to you. Even so, we watch it for personal reasons as well. We love sports. That's why we're in a position to talk. I watch the NBA. I talk about NBA because I watch it. Just when NFL is, I take a seat back and my co-host Dale is out there. But I still watch NFL, but he watches more than me. So we cover sports and watch sports. And on the Liam Bailey factor, I think you guys need to watch his interview in full. He did it for, what's it?
Let's talk.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, with Jafrash and Jeffrey. So, I think it's an interesting interview. He said a lot of things that I side with and some things that clearly doesn't cut it for me. And I think that to come out at this time and to say all of those stuff, especially negative stuff, don't put him in a good light, but yet still sit down, give the young man a chance first, before you're knocking and listening to interview, he had some interesting things to say, especially about the running of the association. I mean, and things where we can improve as a nation and pass on. But what we're going to talk about now, which overshadows everything, is the negative things. And I think that he thinks he's entitled.
We have to dwell on the negative for a second. Because, can I say something? Let's be honest. If Bailey start talking about how the team is organized and all kind JFF and all that, this is not the time to talk about that.
Yeah.
Leon Bailey is being disciplined for something him do.
Yeah.
This is a distraction as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly.
Leon Bailey, and a lot of these ballers, as I keep saying, they think that international break means a break from football.
Yeah.
Party time.
Yeah.
No,
Party
when I say
time.
international break, it means a break from club.
Yes, man.
So I say international.
I know,
break.
but
international is international.
yeah,
window.
but you see, coming to Jamaica, a lot of man think a party time at Jamaica. For a fact, remember, you know, these guys are earning 100,000, 200,000,
But remember,
yeah.
Jamaica don't pay him, you know.
And these are pounds, you know.
Bro.
What I'm saying,
Yeah.
when the man come Jamaica, you know, let me tell you something. The ladies know how much these guys earn. So they know when they come a party in Jamaica, these girls are lining up because them know what these footballers earn, these cricketers. Table tennis, no, not these table tennis players. They know.
They look at me for my looks, you know.
I see what you
yeah.
mean. I see what I mean.
The swag.
But you see the point I was saying?
Yeah,
So when
yeah.
these guys
On
come
a
to
serious
Jamaica,
note,
you know, everybody looking at them, the honeypot set, the honeypot trap, it's set, you know.
But even separate apart from that, as I said,
Yeah.
before we touch on the negative, he said some positive things, but we're not going to look on the
Tell me some of the
positive.
positives.
The running of the JFF and things need to change, and everybody in the upper head needs to change. And I said, players like him can open windows for players to come and the youngsters. I mean, the facilities, the infrastructure, the running of the federation.
You don't think the JFF running right?
No.
Tell me some of the problems you have with JFF.
Well, based on what he's saying, no money now run, them not get paid. Him sometimes take things out
You
of
will
pocket.
never be able to give a
Yeah, but
club
he can
player.
run better.
You think Argentina
No,
can give Messi?
but even a staff player, him say him help out staff players hard. Not to say him talking like, you know, him looking thing in return, but
You know-
him help out staff players because
You
no-
know
no
one
run.
thing I noticed in the interview with Bailey, and I listened to all 40 odd minutes of it. I never once heard him say we. We, the guys. Even Lara used to say the guys.
You get a
Lara
female
used to
kid.
say the guys need this, the guys need that. This guy only talk about himself. I was disappointed, you know. Because you and I, you know, some I was a big up Leon and,
Yeah, man.
and
Yeah, man. But I said
Yeah.
the entire the interview is not solely about those clippings that go on, because we get the clippings.
Me see the
And we
clippings
see-
of
yeah,
the-
the clippings. But may I say, give it a chance, listen to the interview, and seeing that hey,
but
you are
sound to me-
positive to it.
Yeah, it sounds to me like what you're saying is
May I
that
defend him?
he's being misrepresented. I
No,
think he's
no,
being
no, no,
fully
no,
and
no.
accurately represented.
I think that you need to listen to the interview in its entirety.
Fine.
Listen to the interview in its entirety.
But you agree that what he committed was a crime of
Yeah, man.
hubris?
In this the people of Jamaica.
Yes. Yes.
Interview
Me feel it as a
was more-
Jamaican.
I think it's more positive than negative. It's
Yeah.
just that negative is so big,
Negative, more
it
positive.
overshadows everything. Because when you're going to say for the likes of you shine light on Jamaican football,
Yeah.
Jamaican football don't shine light on you.
Yeah, like
if
in
you
other
want
words-
to get exposed and play for Real Madrid,
Yeah.
I mean Jamaica can't do that for you.
That's madness.
Is
And
that? But even so, is that a true statement?
It's not a true statement, not even close to true.
No.
Not even close to true.
But even so, you're saying that then why play
me
for
ask you a
Jamaica?
question.
Why
How
do you?
how did Ricardo Gardner get to Bolton, you think? But
Jamaica.
how Richie Boo, how Wiley Boo,
Trivante
how Wiley
Stewart
Boo,
reached
how
Italy.
Wiley Boo reaching?
Chivante Stewart is now playing in the
Oh,
Serie A.
Juventus to reach Italy.
It's Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's Jamaica.
Playing straight from the Premier League.
Yes.
Go straight. That has
Yes,
never
yes,
been
yes,
done
yes.
before. So windows are opening up.
Whisper.
Straight from high school football,
That's my
football,
point. So-
Phoenix Academy going
So
straight to.
Jamaica can shine a light upon you. We don't all depend on Leon Bailey's light.
And even so,
Yeah.
in comparison, one thing you know about Jamaicans, and you touched on it earlier,
Yeah.
we're confident.
True. Most of
We're very confident. Most of us are very
yeah,
confident.
yeah.
And when you look at, for example, you can imagine a Brazilian or an Argentinian saying that, yeah, you can't do nothing for me. If me want to play for Real Madrid, I mean, there's nothing you really can do. You ever
That
see them
national
really,
team for a Brazilian now.
you cannot diss your country.
You see that national team of
You
Brazil?
can't diss your country like that.
It is a pathway to success, you know.
Plus,
I'm Brazilian.
but even so,
Eh.
no matter how much money they get abroad,
Yeah.
they always want to
The
represent
pride-
their
the
country.
pride them and their
Once
their
they're
country.
fit, they
Yeah.
want to come back
Yeah.
and represent.
Fact.
The other day,
Fact.
Argentina was in trouble with not the trouble. The federation was
The federation is always in
owed
trouble.
players. The players weren't getting paid. And you know who paid them?
Messi.
Lionel
No,
Messi.
I never know that.
Lionel Messi
I
paid
didn't tell
everybody out in pocket.
No, I
Messi
never know.
played the staff and the players.
And the players. The players them
Out-time pocket.
disgruntled, but they know them a murmur and,
Yeah.
and him come to the camp and train and see what go on. You know what Messi do? Just go so.
Yeah.
Make a car boom, 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 boom.
You
But
think
even so, you don't.
Leon would do that? You
But
think
even
Leon-
not to say Leon in the position to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just talking the players and the staff that aren't getting paid. You see, they make a public hoopla about it and all. Right?
No.
No.
Because guess what?
Not to defend the Argentina Association or any association that don't pay the players and staff.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying there are ways to go about it. And even so, look when you choose to do this, when you get suspended. So just like you're saying, all right, I get suspended, I got talk now.
Yeah.
If it did been disgruntled before, don't wait
Yeah,
till.
to me, yeah.
And
It's
the
the wrong
suspension
time. It's the wrong time
And the
for that,
suspension
yeah.
was warranted because for not only did you break curfew, you did not return to the hotel and you missed the team bus. Because
you know,
the players break curfew.
And the break was an accidental break. You know?
Yeah.
I
Have you
think
ever
it
broken
was.
curfew before, Peter?
No comment.
But he said it in the one interview.
I'm just saying.
Curfew break enough time, all the time.
Yeah, and
He
players,
said
him said it in the view.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, the interview in the entirety. And I'm saying that players do stuff.
Yeah.
And disciplinary action should be taken. Some to the greater extent. And he said in his interview that he thinks that the suspension is harsh.
I don't think so
said
because
harsh?
you know why?
No,
why-
I'm just saying his opinion. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you know why it can't be
Listening
harsh. You know it can't be harsh.
I'll
Yeah,
listen to
no, let me
it.
tell you why it can't be harsh. The coach would like Leon to play as well for Jamaica as he does for Aston Villa. Is that fair?
Not only that, you know, he's a senior member of the squad, you know, you have to set example.
Yes, but
And
even so,
even if everybody going out, which argumentally everybody went out that day, because it's 23 man squad. I mean, sure it's not 2 man alone going.
maybe.
Some man come back in.
No.
How is it that you
No,
are
no,
out there with
yeah.
a junior member of the squad?
Yeah, but
Same way.
you have no
Whether
doubt.
or
in-
not, I'm just saying the rules are the rules and you get
the
catch.
rules are the rules.
And him choose to make an example out of you, or is it the case where, as I said, 2 players never return and 2 players Mr. Boston,
Yeah.
and both of them get suspension.
Yeah.
Chivante Stewart don't come out in the air and say anything. So I'm just saying that your suspension is warranted, or the powers that be thinks that it's warranted.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's you think it's harsh or not, there can be dialogue there. But the problems that you're expressing now, you should have expressed them before you get suspended. So you wait to this opportunity to say, oh, I'm going to lash out. And then you're going to say, you did plan to take a break from Jamaica anyway for this window. So imagine you never get suspended, right? And you are mentally saying that, mentally you're not there and all of that. And then now you're going to say, you're planning to take a break. So for example, you're not going to get suspended. Were you going to take a break against USA in the semi-final of the CONCACAF Nations League? You did plan to take a break this much.
You never
So that means that you plan to sabotage
entire
your
program.
entire teammates. That's to say you're the coach of a problem, but your teammates, your brothers that you go war with, and you have a big match coming up, you're a star, and you say you did plan to take a break this window, so you never get suspended. You basically tell you say you're going to take a
Yeah,
break.
he
you know?
said that. That can't be true.
It can't be true.
It can't be true.
If things were smooth now, and you're going to take a break, you want to take a break in this important match, but yet still the punishment handed out was due to disciplinary reasons.
Thank you for calling Primal Sports.
I have a question about is the policy still the same in England that you have to have a number of caps for your country?
No.
And the country has to maintain a certain ranking before, otherwise you lose your work permit.
I don't think so. We have to double check on that.
It depends. If you are a newcomer, you'll have to have certain amount of caps. If you already have a British passport, that means you're basically
Yeah, I already have a work
you have a
permit.
European work permit already, so you're good to go.
So if you're breaking through, then probably you need to have that. But if you're already in the system and known or a big baller, then anybody can buy you. So I don't think you
So
need
Leon
to.
have a European work
Yeah, man,
permit.
because there's been a Leverkusen. now.
Yeah, him all over the place playing alright. So him already.
good, him playing.
So for his transfer to even the next club won't warrant him playing for Jamaica.
For example, Andre Blake now, he would need work permit plus a number of caps. And Jamaica has to be within a certain
Okay,
rank.
so Bailey escapes under that rule.
Yeah.
He can pick and choose whether to play for Jamaica or not.
No, you only can play for Jamaica. But he can still play club football anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, but even so, even with the saga, go ahead.
That was my question. That was the question.
So what
you all know how I feel about this thing.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
what I'm going to say.
I did an informal poll,
Mm.
and of all the people who answered, only 3 people said that out of 25 people, only 3 said that they actually watched the video.
Yeah, most people are converse with.
The rest are going by the
snippets that going on.
nationwide report
Yeah.
with the clips that they
The
saw.
clips, yeah, and the clips were horrible.
And that's why they have that opinion.
Yeah. Which is going to be tough for him because even if he represent the country again, which I think he will, I think he'll get booed if he goes out there.
Who said we want him?
I mean, there's. I think
You know
that
me and I speak for the crowd.
Yeah, but things can be reconciled. I don't ready to throw him completely under the bus. And I think, I mean, he's a young man full of talent with guidance, and his brothers out there going to war, and he want to be out there at some point in time, but yet still. Some reconciliation of go on, some apology of go on.
So he need to humble himself.
Yeah, and if you take a back seat and watch what go on. Because whether or not, we're going to go out there and the flag of... And I'm going to show you a post just after the match. Damien Lowe said after the match in post on one of his social media accounts. He said, Jaja, Jamaica, my love you know. We will continue to push and fight and strive for greatness. Thanks for the support. Land we love, proud of every single player with the Jamaican flag.
Respect that. Yeah.
I'm respect that.
Well, hold on. Didn't Bailey say essentially the same thing at the very end of the interview?
Well,
That they asked him about the locker room
yeah.
and the interaction between the players, and he said that when they're together as a group, the unity is there. He loved playing for Jamaica. The players respect one another. All of this kind of stuff. That not in any of the clips. You have to watch the whole thing.
You have to watch the whole thing. That's why I'm saying there are positives. There's positives from the interview, and
I'd rather dwell on the negatives, Carla. All right, thank you very much. All right, cool. Yeah, take it easy. Cool.
Don't just look at those clips going around. Watch the interview in the entirety, and I'm saying there are positives from it, but yet still, him drop the ball. And I mean, and I think that even so, going forward, there's more to unravel. We'll hear more from players. We'll hear more from the coaching staff. We'll hear more from Liam Bill himself. But we're short on time, and we're going to dive into this more next week because I'm sure my co-host Dale Parham should be in studio next week, and I want to hear his take because we've been talking about it during the week, and I'm kind of on the side of Liam Bailey based on the unprofessionalism of JFF. But I'm taking it from a next angle where, as I said,
that's probably why he's not on the show. No.
Yeah.
Unprofessionalism.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, as I said, next week I expect more callers. I said, listening to you in entirety. Go to the stadium. KC is going to defend their title. Edwin Allen is going to defend their title. Couple good races left. I mean, or even so, join on one of the One Spot Media or TVJ and watch some big races because, I mean, track and field in Jamaica is a big thing. Just like football, just like table tennis, just like all these sports. We love sports in Jamaica, but we're not a sporting country. I always say that. But even so, and I said before I go, Ian Billy say him to go and people don't recognize me all that. But go stadium yesterday, I'm see world champions sit across from me and it's just like a regular day. Normal thing. World champions. What I say?
Yeah,
world champions.
But what would have happened if Leon walked in the stadium?
Everybody
would have had a riot.
Or a wave, I don't know. But I see world champions like Sherika Jackson, Antonio Watson. I mean, sitting in the stadium like normal people.
Well, Leon said he's not a normal person, It's like Asaf.
I don't see nobody going up to them with the camera in the face and all of that.
You remember Asaf said one time he's not a normal person? And Leon said the same thing.
Yeah. But we're going to break down that interview more next week. Yeah. And I said we're going to break down champs next week. I mean, time flies on the Primal Sports 6 because we know what I'm talking about.
Time now.
Yeah, so one love from the Primal Sports team.
Thank you again from Fit FM in Chilani, all right?
Fit FM 96.7. Facebook, YouTube, the World Wide Web. Even down there in Teachfield where the coach, Dale Parham, gone on some business, some table tennis business. So he'll break that down for us next week, even so. But, I mean, again, as I said, I just love from the Primal Sports 6 and peace. See you next week.